Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming in. As you may be aware, we're doing mid-season report cards today. Before we get started, does anyone have any questions? Would it help my review if I gave you Pietrangelo? That's not how this works. You can't trade players to me. This explains so much. Wait, did we used to do these? No, but we decided to keep a closer eye on teams, especially after last year's expansion draft. So in other words, because Chicago forgot what a no movement clause meant? Hey, we've since stopped handing those out like candy. All right, guys, enough of this horse. Let's get down to business. Nashville, A-. And we're just getting healthy again. Very true. And also with an A- is Winnipeg. That's not a surprise. It's just Chicago and St. Louis bringing down this division. Well, it's about time you start pulling your weight in this division. Yeah, I'm even open to offers for Tarasenko. You don't have a team if Tarasenko leaves. Oh shit, I forgot you were in this division. They just exited the playoff race a bit earlier than you're trying to do right now. You know that all of us are still in the playoff race, right? That's only because Anaheim forgot how to play hockey. Yeah, because getting in by default because the Pacific only has 3 teams is how you want to make the playoffs. Let's be serious. Y'all are just speed bumps for us. Okay, back to the review. Yeah, you better hurry up before Colorado actually drops out of the race. Screw you guys. I don't have to listen to this. Colorado, get back in that seat. Fine. All right, we're going to do the next 3 real quick. Minnesota, C-, Colorado, C, Dallas, C+. Wait, how is Dallas better than us? Well, we have more than 3 people that can score for starters. But do you really? Let's be serious. You're all playing for Minnesota's playoff participant banner this year. Just wait until we get Dumba back. You know that's probably not going to help as much as you think, right? Certainly won't hurt. Guys, this is just a midseason report card, not a playoff discussion. We just have 2 teams left to get to. And to nobody's surprise, Chicago and St. Louis, you both get Fs. Yep, we knew that was coming. Does anybody want anything from this team? Shen? O'Reilly? Anybody? Again, this is a mid-season report card, not an auction block for your team. Besides, all you have to do is call Edmonton. All right, guys, unless there are any other questions, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for your time. And Nashville, on your way out, can you please send the Metro in? All right, so now that Pittsburgh is here, we've got everyone, so let's get started. Not that I really care, but where's Philadelphia? They've been excused from this. They have some business to attend to. So I guess we're calling that dumpster fire business now? Okay, come on, let's get started. I want my review. Have you guys seen how good we're doing? Calm down there, Islanders. You still have half a season left. Yeah, seriously, we get far less attention than you, and we're a much better team. Chill out. All right, we get it. Everybody wants attention, so we have some good news for you then. We've spent a lot of time reviewing each of your seasons, and we're gonna start the review at the bottom. Hey, at least I'm not in the bottom this year. Yeah, but in our case, being in the bottom was a part of the plan. Ah yes, New Jersey. You are already aware that you're towards the bottom. I mean, no goalie, barely any defense, no offense. Hey, don't you speak of Taylor that way. If I were you, I'd be happy he's not playing like he was last year. You may actually get a decent draft pick instead of getting booted by Tampa in the first round. Yeah, but if I was them, I'd be more worried about wasting another first round pick. Whoa, Nico's been great. And McLeod, Zacha, and Quenneville are also great. Right? And who could forget Meto! Some pretty big talk for a team that's just as bad as we are. Except we have a real goalie. Then why do we have better goals against? Oh, shut up. You both suck. Yeah, Pittsburgh is right. You both suck and you're both getting Ds. Okay, can we move it along? They're bad, but have you seen how good we're doing? We're exceeding everyone's expectations. And have you seen how good Barzell is? Actually, we're going to do you and Carolina at the same time as you both got the same grade. You're both getting Cs. Wait, what? We get the same grade as Carolina? Hey, whoa. Uncalled for. We started out really well, and there's still a chance we make the playoffs. But everyone thought we'd be where the Flyers are right now, and instead we're holding down a playoff position. Nobody wants to give us the credit that we deserve. I mean, half of the teams in this league are in a playoff position. It pretty much means nothing at this point in the season. But we did it without Tavares. If you're done on your soapbox, New York, we're going to move on to Columbus, who's earned a very solid B. Imagine how much better you could be if you didn't have issues with Bob. Hey, at least we have a goalie. For now. Okay, guys, let's keep it civil here. We're almost done. We just have 2 final teams, Pittsburgh and Washington, who are both getting A-. But we're in second place. And we're the defending champs. And neither of you showed up for the first quarter of the season. Well, if you didn't suspend Tom Wilson for it, it might have been different. We're not getting into this right now. Take it up with the Department of Player Safety and the Wheel of Suspensions. Well, at least we're still in first right now. Yeah, but it took you so long to get there. I mean, you had us thinking Carolina was good for a little while. Hey, screw you guys. The Storm Surge is alive and well. And the Islanders are still good. Again. Nobody cares. All right, Islanders, you're doing better than we expected. Are you happy now? Let's see how you and the Metro fares for the rest of the season. Thank you guys so much for your time, and we'll see you back here in a couple of months for your year-end report card. morning, everyone. Please come in and have a seat. As I'm sure you've heard, we are going over mid-season report cards today. Is this really necessary? We have some other obligations. Judging from this season, hockey certainly isn't one of them. And their grade would certainly support that. LA, you get an F. Really not much more to say there. Well, at least you have the Rams right now. And 2 cups, don't forget that. Okay, guys, come on. We're gonna move on here. Next up, we have Arizona and Vancouver. This is gonna be bad, isn't it? Yeah, Arizona, you get a D for barely being better than LA. Hey, we're getting better though. At this rate, you might make the playoffs in 10 years. So enough about the desert. What about us? Honestly, it's such a shame that the rest of your team is terrible because you have some really great young talent, but we're gonna have to give you a C-. Well, at least we still have some decent draft picks this year to keep stocking up talent. Because high draft picks should be everyone's goal. Okay, Calgary, let's play nice here. Next up on this list is Edmonton, and we're gonna give you a C- as well. You're really gonna give them the same grade as us? Well, they did stop trading away all of their best players this year, so they've already exceeded our expectations. Yes, they may have stopped trading away their best players, but they're still somehow making terrible trades. Uh-huh. What? Wait, what? Shirelli said what? Deployed en masse? What? Oh, Jesus, Peter. All right, okay. Edmonton, we're going to have to change that grade to a D. But you already gave us a C. A C-, and now it's a D. We're moving on. Anaheim. Goaltending has been your only real bright spot this season. Gibson for Vezina! Don't you think that's a little premature? Do you guys also shoot pucks at him in practice? Because that just seems kind of cruel. As I was saying, Gibson has been your only bright spot this season, and he's getting an A, and the rest of your team is getting a D+. I swear, we've tried everything. Really? Even Chicago has fired their coach. Yeah, Anaheim, I think you may want to consider some other options. In the meantime, we're gonna move on with these reviews. Calgary, you get an A. We'll see how well you're doing when Gaudreau comes back down to earth. Hey, we're more than just Gaudreau. Yeah, you still haven't won anything, Calgary. Well, at least we're gonna have a chance to win it. Speaking of chances to win it, some other teams in the division have been showing some real positive changes. San Jose and Vegas, you're at B+ right now. Although San Jose, I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised you weren't doing better. Hey, what about us? You weren't expecting your Western Conference champs to be doing better? Yeah, well, we knew you were overachieving last year. Vegas, you lost some key players. San Jose went and acquired some key players. And also, while we're talking, can you please stop reassigning Peary? It's very difficult to follow, and do you know how much paperwork that involves every time you do it? You made the rules, not me. Well, we all know the rules were made for you. Okay, guys, we're not gonna open that can of worms right now. I think we're done here. Everyone has their grades, so go get back to work. I'm so nervous. I've only really had rough mid-season reviews before. I'm sure you'll be fine. We all know who the slackers are here. Hey, I'm rebuilding. Oh, yes, hello, everyone, yes. Come in. Thank you guys for waiting until the end of the day for me. As you're probably aware, we're going over the mid-season report cards. Does anyone have any questions before we begin? Does this take into account any injury time? Yes, this report will take into consideration everything that has happened thus far in the season. Lay it on me. We're ready for anything this year. Okay, well then let's get this thing going, and we're gonna start at the top. So Tampa, obviously an A. We're really looking forward to seeing you in the playoffs this year. They haven't even clinched yet. So if Tampa gets an A, what do we get? Honestly, we've been a little bit disappointed with you. What, seriously? No, honestly, we just thought there would be a closer competition with you and Tampa, especially with Nylander playing again. Wait, hold on, you never said our grade. A-, and Boston, you're getting an A- as well. I can't believe one of us is gonna get eliminated in the first round. Seriously, I know, both of us could have been first in the Metro. While that is true, we had to stick with what actually happened, so I'm sorry you're stuck with your A-. We're gonna move on to the next team here, which is Buffalo. So we're gonna get at least a B, right? We've surprised a lot of people this year. That is true, but you're more of a B- right now. This grade takes into account the full first half of the season, not just your amazing win streak. If we wait a few more games, it'll be a C. Okay, we've cooled off a little bit, but we're still better than half of you. Yeah, we'll see about that at the end of the season. I'm looking forward to it. Speaking of you, Montreal, just like Buffalo, you also surprised us this year. And you also got a B-. It'll be interesting to see how this playoff race shakes out between you two and your friends in the Metro. Okay, and now for the really fun part, the bottom 3. Can we just get this over with? Yeah, I've been planning for next year since the beginning of this season. And you're doing a really great job at it, but unfortunately, you're all doing pretty spectacularly bad this season. Florida, if it's any consolation, you're the best of the last. We have you down here as a D.
It's all a part of the plan.
And how long exactly is your plan?
Whatever, I'm still a little bit fuzzy on the details.
Florida, that's a meeting for another time. What we're discussing here is our report cards, not your inability to rebuild. So we just have 2 more to get to for Detroit and Ottawa. And as you guessed it, you guys both got Fs.
I'm not really comfortable with grades this bad. Does anybody know how long does a rebuild typically take? Depends how much you get back for Jimmy. Hey, Philly still needs a goalie, right?
Have you even been paying attention to the NHL or just watching Zadina highlights?
I think we all know the answer to that.
Okay, so this meeting has kind of unraveled a little bit. We all got our report cards here, so I think that there's nothing left for us to discuss. We still got half a season to get to, so everyone go get back to work